Hello everyone, this is part 2 about if a spiritualist tells you that you're called, that you have a spiritual call to be a priest or priestess, how to know if it's true or false. If you haven't seen the part 1 of this video, please go through my video so that you see part 1 to understand this part 2 much better. And before I go into the topic, I would just want to say that if you're interested in spiritual consultation, spiritual reading, spiritual work, spell work, any type of spiritual work that is listed on my website, when you go to my website, you see everything, but the information that I have, you see it there. Not all my spiritual work is listed on my website. So if there is any spiritual work that you are interested in that is not on my website, you have to contact me. Okay? And I'm going to write my website address on this video so that you will see it. So anyway, in the part 1, I discussed about how to know if you're spiritual, if you have spiritual call to be a priest or a priestess, because I realized that some spiritualists, they tell people that they have spiritual call just so that they will pay money. People in the diaspora, they will tell you that you need initiation. And the initiation will cost you $10,000 to $15,000. To just practice African spirituality even. They will say you need initiation to practice African spirituality. False information they are just giving out there. And the worst one is the one that they will tell you that you have spiritual call, and they have to now create altars for you that will give you problems in the future, and you don't have spiritual call just because they are looking for money. Because of money, they are ruling people's life, destroying people's life, telling them they have spiritual call. Allowing spirits that is going to cause problems to these people's life. And when these people start, they start calling. You know, they don't see anything, or they see that their life turns upside down, or they cannot manifest the thing that they tell them that they can manifest. Because as a spiritualist, you need to manifest things. If they say you're a healer, they should bring someone for you to heal according to the field that you are. It's not only about going to water to give offerings. Anyone can do that. Even little kids can do that. If you just say, go to that water and give offering. Can you heal people, manifest things yourself, not the one you go and give your mentor to come and help you to do? Yeah. So anyway, if someone tells you that you have spiritual call, go to different spiritualists to verify it. Go to 3 to 5 spiritualists to verify it, so that you don't go cause problems for your life. Because they will collect the money, they don't care about you afterwards. You'll be the one that will suffer. And then when other spiritualists that are jealous of you, they attack you, you don't have any defense. No one can protect you because you don't have the spirits that will protect you. Because all spiritualists that are called, choosing to do this work, we have spirits that we are born with that protect us. From our ancestral line, we have our own spirit, our own personal spirit. So anyway, after the divination, apart from the divination, you should know yourself. Through your own life experiences, what you're manifesting. You must manifest things. It's not only when you have some trauma in your life, you think that because of the trauma, then you have spiritual call. No, you need to manifest things. They need to put you to test. You need to manifest things, okay? And you need to see yourself doing those things that you're supposed to do in your dream. What you can do in your dream, you can do it in the physical. Okay? Because some things you might see it in your dream and you think, oh, it's impossible in dream. Some things that you do in your dream, you can do it in the physical. Almost everything. Sometimes it's not yet time, but it will surely manifest. It's in your hand. You just need to practice it to manifest. And then another one is, apart from you seeing yourself doing those things according to your spiritual field in your dreams, then there is this category of people that they say they see themselves wearing a crown in the water, maybe in the river, in the ocean, in the sea. They'll see themselves living in the water. They are wearing a crown, and they're sitting on a throne. And because of this, they automatically think that all of them that experience it, they think that they all have spiritual call. you know. So knowledge, lack of knowledge is why people are perishing. When you see yourself like that in the dream, it means that you have wealth. You have loyal, these people that have like for people that come from royal family, you have honor. People worship you because of what you represent. Does not mean that you have spiritual call. Not all of you that sit in the throne and wear crown that have spiritual call. But if you see yourself carrying a staff of authority, then you have spiritual call. But you need to confirm which field. Because most people that carry staff authority, they don't have the spiritual staff. Staff authority is spiritual. It's spiritual. They give it to you. Not when someone tells you have a call, they will just carry staff and give to you. Not every spiritually are supposed to hold staff authority, but they can do perfect work for you according to what they can do. But now every spiritualist that they say they are called, you see all of them carrying staff, especially those fat staff, which is charm. They go and collect some tree, cut some tree down, wrap it up, put some charm inside, be energizing you with blood. They will think that is staff authority. No. So if your spiritualist is telling you they will give you staff authority and you dream about it, does not guarantee that a spirit have given you staff. When you see your mentor giving you staff in the dream, doesn't mean that it's a spirit that give you staff. A spirit different from your mentor have to give you that staff authority. They have to give you even before that work that they are doing for you. Sometimes it's after you have started even practicing that you see yourself carrying that staff in the dream after alignment with your work. But staff is spiritual. Is in spiritual realm that they give you staff first. Once they've given you staff authority, any staff you hold physically begin to manifest. Even if it's the ordinary wood, it begin to manifest. You don't even need a special trees to get staff authority. If it's a real staff, any staff you hold becomes a staff authority. Even a normal ordinary stick, a one becomes that staff authority, because it's the spiritual power that transfers into it. Some people will not understand. So anyway, you see yourself in the river does not when you see yourself in the river does not mean that you have spiritual call. You need to confirm. If you're married to a rich spiritual wife or spiritual husband, and you see yourself living big in the river or in the water bodies, does not mean that you have spiritual call. Not everyone that is married to a king or a queen has spiritual call. Okay, you need to confirm. You need to confirm it through your own experience, and then divination is just the final confirmation. Even without divination, through your own personal experience, you can know if you have spiritual call or not. Yeah. So I just wanted to address this, because people are getting ruined. So if you see the mess, how some spiritually have messed some individuals up by lying to them that they have spiritual call. This is why I'm doing this. Okay, don't use because of money and be destroying people's life and thinking that you get away from you. There are consequences in every action that you take. If you're doing this work because of money, especially those of you that are not called, it's going to backfire on you some days. Some of you said you're called, but when I check, I see some of you, it's not you that is doing the work. Someone is doing the spiritual work for you. But you're claiming to be a spiritualist. If they take away that person that is doing spiritual work for you, you cannot manifest anything on yourself, by yourself. So if someone tells you that you're called, go and confirm, find out. Okay, even before you go to a spiritualist, pray to your spirit guides. Take sand and pray to Mother Earth, so they don't go steal your blessings. Some people will tell you that you have call when you don't have call, just to see your blessings, and they will mess up your life. They destroy you. Okay? Because if you check in the ancient days, you will not see as many spiritualists compared to now that everyone wants to be a spiritualist. Everyone you see, they are spiritualists. You know? They are just taking people's money. It's business for them. They don't care about people to deliver and to heal. The only few percentage care. Only few. The rest are business. You know, there are consequences for every action you take in this life.